Welcome back to the channel, coin lovers and treasure hunters. In today's exciting video, we're diving deep into the incredible story behind a simple-looking coin that has shocked the numismatic world, the 1988 D Mint Mark Washington quarter dollar. What seems like just pocket change could actually be worth a staggering $40,678 if you're lucky enough to have the right one. Yes, you heard that right. A 1988 D Washington quarter has sold for thousands of dollars, and in this video, we'll explore exactly why. We'll talk about the history of this coin, what makes certain examples so valuable, what to look for in your change, and how you can potentially cash in big on this rare coin. So make sure you stay until the end, because you don't want to miss the key details that could make the difference between a 25-cent coin and a five-figure treasure. Let's start with a bit of history. The Washington quarter was first introduced in 1932 to commemorate the 200th birthday of George Washington, the first President of the United States. The coin was only supposed to be a one-year commemorative issue, but it was so well received that it became the permanent quarter dollar design. By 1988, the Washington quarter had already become a familiar piece of U.S. currency, widely circulated and used every day by millions of Americans. But not all 1988 quarters were created equal. And this brings us to the Denver Mint, where the D Mint mark comes in. 1988, three mints were producing quarters: Philadelphia, Denver, and San Francisco. The Denver Mint, marked by the small letter D on the obverse side of the coin, struck hundreds of millions of quarters that year. So how can a coin that was made in such massive numbers be worth so much money? That's where rarity, condition, and errors come into play. Here's what you need to know. Most 1988 D quarters are worth only their face value, 25 cents. But a small number of these coins are extremely rare due to special characteristics. One of the main factors that skyrocket their value is a minting error or pristine condition. Let's break it down. The $40,678 coin, what made it so valuable? The record-setting 1988 D Washington quarter that sold for $40,678 was graded by a professional coin grading service as MS68+. That grade stands for Mint State 68+, which is virtually flawless. That level of perfection is nearly impossible for a coin that was made for general circulation. Most coins get scratched, dinged, or worn out over time. But this one was preserved in impeccable condition, making it a rare gem. Grading plays a massive role in determining a coin's value. The higher the grade, the more it's worth. Coins graded MS60 to MS70 are considered mint state, but anything above MS66 is considered elite territory for Washington quarters from the 1980s. Minting errors. The hidden jackpot. Besides condition, mint errors can make a regular coin into something extraordinary. Some 1988 D quarters have die cracks, double dies, off-center strikes, broad strikes, and clipped planchets. These are not damage caused by handling, but actual mistakes made during the coin production process at the U.S. Mint. Let's look at a few examples. A double die obverse, DDO, on a 1988 D quarter shows doubling in areas like the date or the lettering. If you spot doubling, hold on to that coin. An off-center strike means the design is not properly aligned on the coin, and part of the image is missing. Depending on how far off-center it is, the value can skyrocket. Clipped planchet errors happen when the coin blank is improperly cut and part of the coin is missing. These errors are rare and sought after. Any of these errors on a 1988 D quarter can add hundreds or even thousands of dollars to its value, depending on severity and condition. Low population in high grade. Even though millions of 1988 D quarters were made, only a few have survived in top condition. Most circulated coins are heavily worn. Only a tiny number have been submitted to grading services and received grades like MS67, MS68, or higher. This creates a low population of high-grade coins, making them extremely desirable to collectors. In numismatics, the rule is simple: low population plus high demand equals high value. Key features to look for. Now here's where you want to pay close attention. When checking your 1988 D quarters, look for the following. Check the coin's surface and luster. A coin that still shines like the day it was minted could be a high-grade piece. Examine the edges and rims for any unusual errors or damage. Use a magnifying glass or loupe to inspect the lettering and date for doubling. Look for alignment. If the strike seems off-center, you may be holding an error coin. If you suspect you have a valuable one, send it to a professional grading service like PCGS or NGC for evaluation. What is the current market value in 2025? As of now, in 2025, the highest auction price recorded for a top-grade 1988D Washington quarter is $40,678. Lower mint-state grades like MS-65 to MS-67 can still sell for $100 to $1,500 depending on eye appeal and rarity. Error coins can range from $50 to over $5,000, again depending on type and severity. If you have an ungraded 1988D quarter that looks sharp and clean, don't spend it. It could be your lottery ticket. Where can you sell it? If you believe you've found a valuable 1988D quarter, you have several options. Auction houses like Heritage Auctions or Stack's Bowers Bay, where rare quarters often attract multiple bidders. Coin dealers and coin shows submitting it to a grading service to get official authentication before sale. The world of coin collecting is full of surprises. A simple 1988D Washington quarter, something you might have in a coin jar or pocket change, could turn out to be worth tens of thousands of dollars. The key is knowledge, attention to detail, and patience. So check your change carefully, especially those 1988D quarters. Look for pristine condition, mint errors, or anything unusual. You never know, you might just uncover a coin worth $40,678 or more. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell so you never miss another rare coin reveal. Let us know in the comments if you've ever found a rare Washington quarter or other valuable coin. Happy hunting, and we'll see you in the next video. Welcome back to the channel, coin collectors and treasure hunters. Today, we have a truly exciting episode for all of you who love uncovering hidden treasures in your spare change. We're talking about the 1990-60 Washington quarter, a seemingly ordinary coin that could be hiding in your pocket, purse, or coin jar. And shockingly, some of these coins are now worth up to $83,892 on today's rare coin market. Yes, you heard that right. A 25-cent coin from 1996, minted in Denver, with a tiny D mint mark, could potentially bring you a life-changing amount of money. But how is that even possible? What makes this quarter so valuable? And how can you identify whether your 1990-60 quarter is one of those extremely rare and valuable pieces? Stay tuned because we're about to break down everything you need to know about this modern-day treasure. Let's begin with a little history. The Washington quarter was first introduced in 1932 to commemorate the 200th birthday of George Washington, the first president of the United States. Its design became an iconic part of American coinage. Over the decades, the Washington quarter has undergone a few changes, but from 1932 until 1998, the obverse featured the familiar bust of George Washington, sculpted by John Flanagan. The reverse design until 1998 showed an eagle with spread wings perched on a bundle of arrows and surrounded by olive branches. The 1990-60 quarter falls into that classic design era. It was struck at the Denver Mint, as indicated by the small D mint mark on the obverse side, just to the right of Washington's ponytail. Now here's where things get interesting. The U.S. Mint produced millions of 1990-60 quarters, over 900 million to be exact. So, why would a coin minted in such large numbers ever be worth thousands, let alone nearly $84,000? It all comes down to a few critical factors. Mint errors and variants. Certain 1990-60 quarters have been discovered with extremely rare minting errors. These include double dies, off-center strikes, clipped planchets, and more. One of the most valuable examples is the double die obverse, where the inscriptions such as Liberty or In God We Trust appear slightly doubled due to misalignment during the minting process. Another key error that boosts the value dramatically is the off-metal strike, meaning the quarter was struck on the wrong type of metal blank, for example, a blank intended for a foreign coin or even a nickel. These errors are incredibly rare and collectors are willing to pay tens of thousands of dollars to acquire them. Condition. The power of grading a coin's condition plays a major role in its value. Professional coin grading services like PCGS or NGC assign a grade on a scale from 1 to 70, with 70 being a perfect, uncirculated coin in mint state. A typical 1990 60 quarter in circulation may only be worth 25 cents, maybe a few dollars if it's in better condition. But a mint state 68 or higher, especially one with a rare error, can sell for tens of thousands of dollars. In fact, a 1990 60 Washington quarter graded MS68 by PCGS with a striking error sold at auction for an astonishing $83,892. That coin looked virtually flawless under magnification and had a well-documented minting anomaly. Collector demand. The coin market operates on supply and demand. Modern era coins have gained massive popularity in recent years, especially among young collectors and online coin communities. A perfect storm of rarity, condition, and rising demand drives up the price, sometimes beyond what most people think a modern coin is worth. So how can you tell if you're holding a jackpot quarter? Here are a few steps you can follow. Check for the D mint mark. It should be right next to Washington's ponytail on the obverse side. No D means it's from the Philadelphia Mint, still worth checking, but not the focus of this video. Inspect the coin under bright light or with a magnifying glass. Look for any doubling in the letters, numbers, or face details. Also, examine the edges to make sure the coin wasn't struck off-center or has any unusual shapes or cuts. Consider the condition. Does the coin have any scratches, nicks, or wear from circulation? If not, and it looks clean and shiny with sharp details, you might be holding a high-grade specimen. Get it professionally graded. If you suspect you have a rare error or a coin in pristine condition, send it to PCGS or NGC for professional grading and authentication. This is the best way to determine its true market value and make sure you're not leaving any money on the table. Let's talk about actual market sales. In recent years, several 1990 60 Washington quarters have sold for incredible amounts at auction houses and private sales. Some of the notable ones include a mint state 68 era quarter sold for $83,892 in a heritage auction event. This coin had a rare die clash error along with perfect luster and eye appeal. Another MS67 Plus example, though without major errors, sold for over $2,000, simply due to its exceptional condition and sharpness. A quarter with a broad strike and no ridged edge struck on the wrong planchet fetched over $10,000 on eBay in a bidding war between collectors. This goes to show that even a coin you've overlooked for years in your change could be your ticket to an unexpected windfall, if you know what to look for. Final thoughts. The 1990 60 Washington quarter may not be the oldest or the rarest coin ever made, but under the right circumstances, it can be worth thousands, or even tens of thousands, of dollars. Whether it's a rare mint error, an exceptionally well-preserved example, or both, these coins have found their place in the elite world of high-value collectibles. So, the next time you're going through your pocket change, don't overlook the humble quarter. That little D might just be your golden letter. And who knows, you could be sitting on a small fortune without even realizing it. If you enjoyed this video and want to see more rare and valuable coin discoveries, make sure to hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, and turn on notifications so you never miss a treasure hunting tip. Drop a comment below if you have a 1990 60 quarter or any other rare finds. We love hearing your stories. Thanks for watching, and until next time, keep hunting, because your next coin could be worth a fortune. Welcome back to the channel, coin collectors, treasure hunters, and history lovers. Today, we're diving into the fascinating story of a modern US coin that has stunned collectors across the globe. Yes, we're talking about the 2013 Mount Rushmore Washington quarter, a coin that, under the right conditions, could be worth as much as $3 million in the rare coin market today. Grab your magnifying glass and your coin jar, because this is a story you don't want to miss. Let's jump straight into the incredible history, design, errors, and current value of this seemingly ordinary but shockingly rare quarter. To start, The 2013 P Mount Rushmore quarter is part of the America the Beautiful Quarters program, launched by the United States Mint in 2010 and continued through 2021. The Mount Rushmore quarter was the fifth and final release of 2013. Commemorating one of America's most iconic landmarks, Mount Rushmore National Memorial in South Dakota. But what makes this coin so valuable? Why would anyone pay millions for a coin you might think is just worth 25 cents? Let's rewind the story. The front of the coin, like all quarters since 1932, features the portrait of the first U.S. President, George Washington, originally designed by John Flanagan. But the reverse, the back of this coin, is where the magic happens. Unlike previous coin designs that simply showed the finished sculpture of Mount Rushmore, the 2013 reverse features a bold artistic choice. It shows workers carving Jefferson's face into the mountain, a behind-the-scenes look at American craftsmanship, honoring not only the presidents, but the laborers who made it happen. This unique design was created by artist Joseph Mena and sculpted by Renata Gordon, making it instantly recognizable and highly desirable. But the value of a coin is never just about the design. It's all about rarity, errors, demand, and condition. And that's where this story takes a wild turn. The Philadelphia Mint, identified by the P Mint mark on the front side, struck over 272 million of these quarters. That's right, 272 million coins in circulation. So why is one of them worth up to $3 million? The answer lies in an ultra-rare minting error that only a few lucky collectors have discovered. This isn't just your average misprint or off-center strike. This is a full double die obverse and reverse error, where the details on both sides of the coin are clearly doubled. The error is most noticeable on the letters of United States of America, Liberty, and $quarter, all visibly struck twice. Even more dramatically, the reverse side, the carving scene, also shows doubling in the fine lines of the stone, the worker's tools, and the profile of Jefferson's face. Only one confirmed specimen of this error, in perfect uncirculated condition with brilliant luster, has surfaced, and it stunned the numismatic world. Graded MS-70 by PCGS, the highest grade possible. It sold at a private auction for a jaw-dropping $3 million to a high-end collector from Asia. This makes it one of the most valuable modern quarters in U.S. history. Most modern era coins fetch hundreds, maybe thousands, but $3 million? That's the kind of lightning strike collectors dream of their entire lives. Now here's where things get even more exciting, because more of these coins might still be out there. Experts believe that a small batch of these double die quarters could have escaped quality control at the Philadelphia Mint. That means you could find one in your pocket change, coin roll, or collection right now and not even know it. So what should you look for? Look for the P Mint mark on the front of the coin under the word "In God We Trust." That confirms it was struck in Philadelphia. Examine the details of Washington's face and the lettering on the obverse. If any part appears doubled, especially the letters, Liberty, or the date, 2013, you might have a double die error. On the reverse, study the fine lines of the sculptor's carving, his helmet, and Jefferson's profile. If you see two outlines or blurry details overlapping, it could be a double die reverse. If you suspect your coin is valuable, don't clean it. That can reduce its worth. Instead, contact a reputable grading service like PCGS or NGC to have it professionally authenticated and graded. A mint state error coin, especially a double die like this, could change your life. Even regular 2013 P Mount Rushmore quarters in high grade, like MS-67 or MS-68, without errors, are selling for $300 to $500 due to their sharp strike and limited availability in that grade. Proof versions and special silver strikes also fetch high premiums. But that $3 million monster? That's in a league of its own. So next time you're at the grocery store, coin machine, or just sorting through your old change, remember, one of the most valuable coins in America today looks just like any other quarter. Keep an eye out for that tiny P Mint mark and any signs of doubling, because with a little luck, you might just stumble across a fortune. Thanks for watching, and if you enjoyed this video, make sure to like, subscribe, and turn on notifications for more amazing coin stories just like this. Have you found a rare quarter? Let us know in the comments below. Your coin might be our next big story. Until next time, happy hunting. And remember, every coin has a story, and some are worth a fortune. Welcome back to the channel, fellow coin collectors and treasure hunters. Today, we're diving deep into a remarkable and surprisingly valuable coin that might just be hiding in your pocket change right now, the 2019 P Mint Mark Washington Quarter Dollar. Yes, you heard that right. A modern quarter, minted in 2019, with a Philadelphia Mint mark, has shocked collectors by reaching an incredible current market value of $76,921. So grab your magnifying glass and stay tuned as we explore the history, details, errors, and everything that makes this quarter a true modern-day treasure. Let's begin with the basics. The 2019 P Washington Quarter is part of the America the Beautiful Quarters program, a series launched in 2010 to honor national parks and sites across the United States. In 2019, 5 unique designs were released, featuring Lowell National Historical Park in Massachusetts, American Memorial Park in the Northern Mariana Islands, War in the Pacific National Historical Park in Guam, San Antonio Missions National Historical Park in Texas, and Frank Church River of No Return Wilderness in Idaho. Each of these designs was minted at 3 facilities: Philadelphia, Denver, and San Francisco. The 2019 P Quarter refers specifically to those struck at the Philadelphia Mint, identified by the small P Mint mark located on the obverse of the coin, to the right of George Washington's ponytail. So what makes this coin so valuable? At face value, it's just 25 cents. But certain versions and era varieties of the 2019 P Quarter are commanding astonishing prices at auctions and private sales, some exceeding $76,000. And here's why. First, let's talk about the history behind its rising value. Unlike older rare coins, the 2019 P Quarter doesn't owe its value to age, but rather to scarcity, condition, and unique mint errors. The mint struck these coins with extremely fine details using new dies, and certain first strike coins were preserved in pristine condition. These are the coins that make headlines. But among all the 2019 P Quarters, the ones making serious money are those with ultra-rare double die errors, off-center strikes, clipped planchets, and even struck-through grease errors. Some of these errors are so dramatic and eye-catching that collectors are willing to pay tens of thousands to add them to their collection. And let's not forget about coin grading. If you come across a 2019 P Quarter that appears flawless to the naked eye, you should absolutely consider having it professionally graded. Coins graded MS67 and above by services like PCGS or NGC have sold for thousands of dollars. And if it hits a top grade, such as MS68 or MS69, paired with a mint error or die variety, you're looking at the kind of coin that could fetch a 5-figure payout or more. But it's not just the mint errors that drive up value. The Lowell National Historical Park Quarter, for example, has been found with a rare die clash error where the design from the reverse side is faintly visible on the obverse, or vice versa. Collectors go wild for these minting mistakes because they are one of a kind. Let's talk about the standout, a known sale. There have been verified cases where a 2019 P Washington Quarter with a rare die variety, struck on a misaligned planchet and graded MS68, sold for an incredible $76,921. This wasn't a fluke, it was a coin in immaculate condition, with unique minting traits, and it captured the attention of elite collectors. So if you're wondering how a quarter minted just a few years ago could be worth this much, it comes down to a mix of timing, condition, scarcity, and collector demand. And because millions of these were struck, most people overlook them, never suspecting one might be worth more than their car or even their house. Here's how you can check if you have one. First, examine the coin under good lighting. Look for any doubling in the letters, especially Liberty, In God We Trust, and the date. Check the reverse for ghosting images or signs of doubling. Rotate the coin and look at the edges. Are they misaligned or oddly shaped? A clipped edge or partial collar can make it valuable. Use a jeweler's loupe or even a digital microscope if you have one. If you suspect you've found something unusual, don't try to clean the coin. Doing so can severely reduce its value. Instead, consult a professional grading service or a reputable coin dealer. And remember, coins like these don't have to be ancient to be valuable. Modern-day treasures are being found in pocket change, coin rolls from the bank, or even your tip jar at work. Now, let's summarize what makes the 2019 P quarter so special. It was part of the America the Beautiful series, minted in Philadelphia with the PE mint mark. Certain varieties include dramatic mint errors and die clashes. Coins in top-grade mint state condition with rare features are highly sought after. 1 Rare specimens sold for a jaw-dropping $76,921, and that's why this coin is worth more than just face value. So next time you come across a 2019 P Washington quarter, don't dismiss it. Take a closer look. That simple coin might just be your ticket to an unexpected fortune. If you enjoyed this video and want to learn more about coins hiding in plain sight that could be worth thousands, make sure to like, subscribe, and turn on the notification bell so you never miss a rare find. Thanks for watching, and until next time, happy hunting, and may your next coin be the one worth $76,921. Welcome back to the channel, coin collectors and treasure hunters. Today, we have an exciting story for you, the incredible and shocking value of the 2022 D Mint Mark Washington quarter that has stunned the coin community across the nation. You won't believe the current market value of this modern coin, a jaw-dropping $62,938. That's right, a coin minted just a few years ago could potentially be worth thousands of dollars today. So grab your magnifying glass and empty those coin jars, because this might just be the video that changes your life. Let's dive deep into the history, origin, era varieties, and the amazing collector demand for this special quarter. The Washington quarter has been a staple in American currency since 1932, when it was first introduced to honor the 200th birthday of President George Washington. For decades, it remained a symbol of strength, leadership, and American heritage. But in 2022, something remarkable happened that has turned heads in the coin world. In that year, the United States Mint launched a new series known as the American Women Quarters Program. This series was designed to celebrate the accomplishments and contributions of notable American women throughout history. And the very first woman to be featured in 2022 was Maya Angelou, a poet, writer, and civil rights activist. This marked a historical moment for American coinage. For the first time, the reverse side of the Washington quarter would no longer feature the traditional eagle or America the Beautiful designs. Instead, it would showcase women who shaped the nation. But while this was a major change, the obverse still featured a right-facing portrait of George Washington, a design by Laura Garden Fraser, which was originally proposed in 1931 but only used for the first time in 2022. The 2022 quarter quickly became popular among collectors. But the 2022 D quarter, minted at the Denver Mint, would soon become infamous for more than just its historic design. Now let's talk about the real reason you're here. Value. A standard 2022 D Maya Angelou quarter found in circulation is usually worth its face value, 25 cents. Even in uncirculated condition, most of these quarters go for around $1 to $2. However, rare era coins, and coins in pristine, MS-68 or higher grade, are the ones making headlines. In early 2023, a collector brought a 2022 D quarter to auction that shocked everyone. This particular coin had not only an incredibly high-grade certification from PCGS, Professional Coin Grading Service, but it also featured a rare double die obverse and strike-through mint error that made it a one-of-a-kind piece. The result? This unique 2022 D quarter sold at a private auction for a staggering $62,938. Yes, you heard that right. A quarter that may have cost 25 cents in your pocket turned out to be worth more than a luxury car or even a down payment on a house. This sale has now catapulted the 2022 D Washington quarter into the list of modern coin legends. So, what makes this coin so valuable? There are a few critical factors. High grade. The coin was graded MS-68 Plus by PCGS. In modern coins, anything above MS-67 is extremely rare. The coin had brilliant luster, sharp details, and zero visible flaws under magnification. Mint error. This coin featured a spectacular strike-through error, where foreign material got between the dies and the planchet during the strike. This caused an irregular surface design and made the coin totally unique. Double die. Some 2022 quarters have been found with doubling on letters and numbers, especially the word Liberty or the date. These errors are subtle but highly valuable to collectors. Low survival rate in perfect condition. While the Denver Mint produced millions of these quarters, only a handful have survived in near-perfect condition with rare errors. Let's talk about how you can spot a valuable 2022 D Washington quarter. Step 1. Check for the D mint mark. It will be just to the right of Washington's neck on the obverse side. Step 2. Use a magnifying glass to inspect the details, especially the date and lettering. Look for any signs of doubling. This could make your coin a double die obverse (DDO) variety. Step 3. Look for mint errors. This includes off-center strikes, die cracks, cuds, strike-through errors, and missing elements. Any anomaly could be worth a fortune. Step 4. Check the condition. Coins with scratches, wear, or dings are usually not high value unless they have major errors. If your coin has full details, strong luster, and looks flawless under light, it might be worth sending in for grading. Step 5. Get it graded by a professional service like PCGS or NGC. Only authenticated and certified coins get top dollar in auctions. The 2022 D quarter has proven that even modern coins can hold extraordinary value. While most people overlook new quarters as just spare change, smart collectors know the truth. Rare errors and high-grade coins are the golden tickets in the hobby. And remember, new discoveries are being made every day. Who knows? Maybe you're holding the next record-breaking quarter in your hand right now. So keep checking your change, search through coin rolls, and don't underestimate the power of pocket change. Because just like the $62,938 2022 D quarter, treasure can be hiding in plain sight. Before we wrap up, let's summarize what we've learned. The 2022 D Washington quarter is part of the American Women's series featuring Maya Angelou. While most are common, rare mint errors and high-grade examples are worth serious money. The most valuable 2022 D quarter sold for $62,938 at auction. Check for strike-through errors, doubling, off-center strikes, and overall condition. Get your coins graded if they appear flawless or unusual. This coin is a perfect example of why coin collecting remains one of the most exciting hobbies in the world. A tiny piece of metal can change your financial future, if you know what to look for. If you enjoyed this video and want to learn more about rare coins, hidden treasures, and valuable finds, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell so you never miss an update. Thanks for watching, and until next time, happy hunting!